Rico, outpost of American democracy. This island was discovered in 1493 by Christopher Columbus, to whose memory this monument at Aguadilla is consecrated. Ruled by Spain until 1898, peopled by descendants of Spanish settlers. 100-year-old communities when the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock. Puerto, a 4th-century-old church, symbol of Catholic tradition. La Fortaleza, the fortress, residence of the island's governor since 1533. Today, a new era. Ancient patios resound to the strains of modern music. But time-honored customs linger on. Here is the Sayas Choriao, a centuries-old Puerto Rican country dance. Behind old massive ramparts, modern structures symbolize Puerto Rico's progress during 43 years under the American flag. Its strategic position in an unsettled world now gives the island a new and vital importance, in the realization of which its 2 million peace-loving people are cooperating patriotically to forestall the spread of totalitarian tyranny to the shores of the Americas, and thus to uphold the traditions of the great Latin American patriots and teachers, of whom not the least is de ESTOS, illustrious Puerto Rican educator. The economic structure of Puerto Rico rests on a highly specialized agricultural system based on external trade relations. Sugarcane is king, the principal source of income. In 1940, 59% of all exports were agricultural products. Of this, 90% was sugar. Large sugarcane interests occupy the fertile coastal plains and furnish seasonal employment to workers in the cane fields. Thus, most of the farming population has been driven to the hills. Here, the principal crops are coffee and tobacco. Coffee, shown here, is grown in the shade of forest trees. Yams, yautillas, and a large variety of other vegetables and fruits are grown for domestic consumption. 300,000 farm families live up here working the good earth, working it hard to get from their tiny farms the food necessary for subsistence, packing their products over steep and difficult trails to surfaced roads and the market. Yes, nearly 2 million people living on an island 100 miles long by 40 miles wide, less than 4,000 square miles, and most of these folks dependent on sugarcane for a livelihood. Less than 1 acre of arable land per person, 4 acres for a family of 5, 4 acres of steep hillside in a country that must live on its agriculture. All of them must work. Men, women, boys, girls, many with no implement but a pico or a pointed stick. The Puerto Rican farmer manifests independence, thrift, and courage worthy of the highest praise. Witness Don Juan Paz Ruiz. By means of hard work, intelligent management, and the help of his family, he manages to grow on 22 acres about 75% of the food needed for his household of 19 persons. No movies, no auto, no radio, no 8-hour day, but supreme satisfaction in the knowledge of work well done. Don Juan is a native son of a countryside of extraordinary beauty, a land of blue skies and white surf, of majestic green mountains and magnificent sunsets, a land that yields a modest livelihood to people who work hard enough to win it.
De soñar que es toda su ilusión, sí, y alegre el jibarito va pensando así, diciendo así, cantando así por el camino. Yo vendo la carga, mi Dios querido, traje a mi viejita, voy a comprar. Y alegre también su yegua va al presentir que aquel cantar es todo un himno de alegría. Y en eso le sorprende la luz del día. Y llegan al mercado de la ciudad. Pasa la mañana entera sin que nadie quiera su carga comprar, su carga comprar. Todo está desierto, el pueblo está muerto de necesidad, de necesidad. Se oyen los lamentos por doquier, de su desdichado Borinquen, y triste el jibarito va pensando así, diciendo así, llorando así por el camino. ¿Qué serán de Borinquen, mi Dios querido? ¿Qué serán de mis hijos y de mi hogar? Borinquen, la tierra del Edén, la que al cantar el gran Gaudí llamó la perla de los mares. Ahora que tú te mueres con tus pesares, déjame que te cante yo también.
Who shall say that Don Juan is not justified in the belief that he lives in a country favored of God? And who shall say that this humble but self-reliant head of the house is not, in the essentials that count, the peer of any farmer anywhere? But, though he may not complain, Don Juan does have his problems, and from now on, if he likes, he can have some help in solving them. The University of Puerto Rico is the headquarters of agricultural extension work started in 1934. Now, a staff of about 100 extension workers gives a helping hand to the farmer, his wife, and his children. The College of Agriculture of the University of Puerto Rico develops trained personnel. From classes like these come the men and women who carry the message of better farming and better living to farm folks. Here we see the two agricultural experiment stations of Puerto Rico, where experiments are conducted for the benefit of farmers. Here is a root of a rotenone plant, introduced into Puerto Rico from the East Indies, and from which an insecticide, non-toxic to humans, is made.